Alrighty, probability. Probability. What is the root word for probability? In other words, the word that probability comes from.
Probable.
Probable.
Problem.
Tell them out loud.
Probably.
Probably. He is correct. We get probability from the word probably. Now, what does the word probably mean?
Maybe.
Maybe. Or might. Right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Things like that. Probability is the mathematical term for what might happen. Math term for what might happen. I will probably go to church on Wednesday night. Now, is it a sure deal that I'm going to go to church?
Nope.
No, because of the word probably, right? I might go, I might not go. And in mathematics, there is a certain thing that we do that is not for sure. And we mathematically figure out the chance that it will happen. Figure out the chance that it will happen. All right. Probability is usually in ratio form. Now, ooh, bing, 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 ratio. Where'd that come from?
Last unit.
Last unit, last week, last 2 weeks. What does ratio mean to us? Fraction. Two. Out of.
Every.
For.
Every. In.
Semicolon.
Thank you. It's not a semicolon, but it's a
Colon.
colon. It's not a semi one, it's a real one. And I'm going to throw something that we didn't discuss with ratio last time, but I'm going to throw it in there because percent. Back third week of school, 9 weeks ago. In the third week of school. We talked about changing fractions to percent and percents back to fractions. So I'm just throwing that in there right now to remind you that yes, percents and fractions are the same thing, which means percents and ratios must be the same thing because we said ratios and fractions were the same thing. So they must all be related, right? They all must be related. Tired, dude? Rough weekend, eh?
Yeah.
I understand. All righty. Games of chance are based on probability, y'all. The casinos up in Oklahoma and Las Vegas and wherever else they are based on chance. There's a chance you could win. And there's a bigger chance that you will lose because all those casino owners are the rich ones. Alright? Every once in a while you'll hit a pretty good jackpot, but more people lose than win because it's based on the game of chance. It is based on probability. The probability that you will win is small. The probability that you will lose is great, bigger. have to lose more than you win, or there won't be a casino there, right? And I'm talking about the public. If the public wins more than they lose, will the casino stay in business? No. So the probability that the public, you and me, will win is less than the probability of us losing, which is greater. The probability is the whole basis for the games of chance. Now, I stole a quarter from Kylie. And I dropped it. Thank you, sir. When you flip a coin at midfield to start a football game, you're playing a game of chance. You're playing a game of probability. I say, okay, Dallas is the visiting team you will be calling. What do you want to call, sir? And they have to say, well, I want heads. And then the referee goes, okay, Dallas chooses heads. And they flip the coin. Now, could Dallas win the toss, win the flip of the coin?
Yes.
Could they lose the flip of the coin?
Yes.
Yes. It's a game of chance. Now, Brother Ron, the Ron back there, said it's a 50-50. Now, you threw a number 50. Where'd you get 50?
50-50 chance.
Where's the 50 come from?
Half chance of winning.
Percent.
Ah, percent. You jumped to percentage, didn't you? Now, if it's a two-headed coin, George Washington's on both sides,
And trick coins.
100.
and you call heads, are you going to win?
Yes.
Every time.
Or tails.
Because there's no chance of getting tails if it has two heads on it. So you have 100% chance of winning. Now, it doesn't have two George Washingtons on this quarter. There's only one. And then there's an eagle on the other side. Okay? The eagle is usually tails, and George Washington's head is the head. So when Dallas calls the flip and calls heads, Ron said their chance of winning is 50%, or half of the time, right? Because it's a game of chance. That half, that 50%, is the probability that they will win. And we can use ratio words. They have a 1 out of 2 chance of winning the flip of the coin, right? So, I'm going to put a game up here, because anytime we deal with probability and I teach probability, I want you to think of a game of chance. Every problem we do is going to be a game of chance. It helps us understand it. So I think, here's $500 sitting up here on this here table. You and me, we win that $500 if this lands on heads. Kind of gets you excited, doesn't it? Makes your heart go, oh, $500. That's why we keep going back to the casinos. Because it makes our adrenaline and our heart pump. You know, oh, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on. All right, so $500 right here. Here we go. What is it, brother? Heads, we win the 500, y'all. We had a 1 out of 2 chance of winning. We also had a 1 out of 2 chance of losing. It was equal, wasn't it? Now, is a 1 out of 2 chance a pretty good probability? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a good probability. Even though it's equal to the probability of losing. But, good catch. I take a deck of cards, take the jokers out in the instruction cards. How many cards do I have?
52.
52. Everybody with me? A deck of cards has 52. And I put that $500 here. Oh, $500. Here's another $500, baby. We're already rich. We've already split $500 bucks. Another $500. Here we go. We win $500 if Matt will choose the ace of spades.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
He does.
King.
King of clubs.
King of clubs, we lose. Now,
Next.
it was a game of chance. What was the probability that we would have won?
1 out of
1 out of
52.
52.
Now, why one?
There was one card we
There's only one winning card in here, the ace of
Spades.
spades.
It was if you picked
And there's a total of 52 cards to choose from. So was that a good probability?
No.
No. I have one chance of winning and how many chances of losing? 51 chances of losing.
It's like 1 against 50.
That's not very good, is it? And the odds in the casino is always in the casino's favor. You know, on the roulette wheel, you know that wheel that has
Oh yeah.
black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, and you spin it and you roll that little marble and it lands on it. Some people think that, hey, it's a 50-50 chance I'm going to win if I just do black and red. Oh, no, 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 no. There's 2 green sections on there. 2 green, 1 green.
2.
There's 2. A double 0 green and a single 0 green. So now it's not 50-50 anymore, is it? It has dropped to you losing to about 48% chance of winning and a 52% chance that you will lose because they added 2 green spaces in there to knock away the 50-50 chance. So it's now in the casino's favor, isn't it? And that's how they do it. That's how they make their money. But probability, think of it in terms of winning. Well, let's keep going now. All right. Probability in ratio form. Games of chance are based on probability. Where's my marker? Here it is. Where's my green one? I don't either. That's all I know. Get out here, Ron, to do Ron. Outcomes. Outcomes are the actual, I don't know why we say actual. It's actual. The actual thing that happens. The actual thing that happens is the outcome. Now, the letter P, the capital letter P, the letter P is how we denote a probability question. The capital letter P is how we denote a probability question. Yes, ma'am? Denote means show. It's how we write down
Like
a probability question.
P equals.
How we show it. No, it goes like this. Watch. Probability, and then they'll put whatever event there is to win the $500 in parentheses. For instance, a minute ago, our probability problem in flipping a coin to win that $500 was the probability of getting heads. So the problem would look like this. What is the probability of getting heads? And y'all told me it was 1 out